Recently, my ball striking became a whole lot different. And I wouldn't say that I've ever been a poor ball striker, but I have played more golf this year. And that means I fall into a very similar trap to lots of you guys, where you start thinking you're working on one thing and then you video it and you realize that maybe you're slightly off. So one of the things that I do with a lot of my online students is we work on a series of drills. And what the drills do is they give you an ultimatum as to whether something is right or wrong. And that way, if you do the drill for a little bit, you can reconcile the correct feeling. And ultimately, as a golf coach, I try to pride myself on keeping things simple. And hopefully those of you that have watched my content over the years have always sort of felt the same way. Genuinely, you've got to do the right sort of things in the golf swing, but you want to sort of think about as little as you possibly can. But the thing that you do have to be aware of is swing play. So what I've done here is I've taken a bit of inspiration from a sort of Scotty Scheffler drill. So quite a lot of people will often work on swing play, but they'll only go to about this sort of height. And by placing this on top, similar to what Scotty does with the double shaft, is it just kind of visually looks really different. Now, what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't have this physically in my way. Okay, so I would position my golf ball so that as I take it back, I want to feel like I'm getting as much width as possible, but I don't want my club head to actually physically be able to hit the club shaft. What I want to do is outside my peripheral vision is I want to make sure as I take it back, my club shaft is going up that line. And then as I swing into this top of the backswing, my club shaft stays parallel to it. Now, the big one is the downswing. And I'm sure lots of you will get this bit wrong. And I'm sure lots of you are probably thinking, I'm going to say in the downswing, you've got to go underneath this line. But it's not. You won't become a great ball striker if you allow the club to come massively underneath here, because you can't hit down on the ball. You'll end up swinging too much to the right, which means you hit too much up on the ball. So you might become an okay ball striker, but you're not going to compress it. What you need to do is get that club head traveling here, here, here. You've got to get your arms in front of your body. You've got to feel like you're pulling that arm down onto the back of the golf ball to get a real strong sense of compression. So that's a really good drill. Another drill is to use a bit of a rope trainer, or if you prefer to, turn the club upside down and take the weight out of the club. And the reason for this is when you swing back, you want to feel like you're lifting your arm up, but from here you want to turn and you want to feel like you're really bringing this down. Pull it down, okay? If you're not pulling it down and you're kind of out like this, just losing so much speed. Swing it up plane and then you can pull it straight down on plane. And that way, that's going to keep those hands nice in front of the body. That's going to make that ball striking different. And that's something that I've noticed. Like I said, it wasn't an area that I genuinely thought I have to improve. But by experimenting, by working on some of the drills that I propose for a lot of my online students, it's made a massive difference. I've found just a way better ball striking game. So work on the drills that I've suggested. Think a little bit about what I said about that start to the downswing as well, and make sure that you swing back. It's very much a pulling down motion. It'll make a big difference to you as well. I'll see you soon.